Yes. Mr. Raphael Dawkins with a combat radio. Let me turn myself up in the cans. And we are live on 212. Okay. We're good. On 212. Okay, so you are in tune to Boxing Talk with Rafi. Or is it even Boxing Talk with Rafi? No, it's the weekend wrap up. I'm gonna have to start numbering these things. Let me get my screen right. Uno momento. Mommy, slow your tempo. Let's get the screen right. Right about now. Boom. What's the visibility like? Visibility is good. Okay, next thing on the agenda. Let's do the sound check. Oh Lord, what's this? Damn. Let's go again. What's going on? Oh Lord, what's this? Damn. Okay. Let's go again. What's going on? Okay, levels are good. Bring the music back. Bring the beats back. Okay, next thing on the agenda. Let's drop the link. Let's drop it in there. Okay, link is in the chat. Next thing on the agenda. Let's do it straight away. Let's share this in WhatsApp land. And we are live. Boom. Okay, so that's in the WhatsApp group. And let's drop this. Let's drop this in the, what do you call this? Let's drop this in the secret society. Damn, secret society is dead. Or is it? People abandon the secret society. What is it? Abandoned ship. Okay, I'll drop it in there nonetheless. Is that it? Not quite. Hold on. Let's get this right. Let's copy that. Oh no, damn it. Oh, shizzle, my nizzle, shankle, my nankle. Let's try that again. Take two. Sometimes it takes a little time to get it right, but hold on. Patience is a virtue in these times. Boom. There you go. Nice and sweetly. Let's drop it in one more place. Let's drop it over there. Where else? Okay, third time's the charm. Let's drop it in there too. Boom. Okay, so yes. Let's have a look in the chat. Well, first and foremost, let me give you the menu. Okay, so what order it starts? Of course, we're going to look at the zone card. We're going to look at the, what card was that? Was that a top rank card? The Beterbievbrowne versus Brown. What was that? Was that top rank? Of course, we're going to have to look at Paul v. Woodley. And of course, the zone card, UK, heading the bill. Joseph Parker versus Derek Chisora. Okay, and of course you can see what's at the top of the bill there, and a little bit more, and a little bit more, and a little bit more. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so now you know. Now you know what's going on. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, what's going on with the chat? I can only see one comment. What's going on? It's the Uncle Phil, aka Pigeon. Pigeon, how you doing, my friend? How's it going? Okay, good man. What else? What else am I doing? Okay, let me go over to the YouTube. Crank it up, Raphael. It's time. Size Big Boys Boxing. What is the next big fight now, guys? Good question. That's from Uncle Phil. Raphael has gone missing. All right, Glenn Miller. OMG. What's we got here? That's from More Calling Orson. That's from the Uncle Phil, a.k.a. Pigeon. aka the Pigeon Man. And in the building is AJbxng. Alex, how you doing? Good to have you up in here. Okay, so what we're looking at now, okay, everything seems appropriate. So it's hello and welcome to the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. And it's the weekend wrap-up. What's going on? Okay, let's get into this shiznix. Where do we begin? Where do we begin indeed? Never like to map these things out. Okay. And in comes the man like Shelton Moore. Shelton Moore, how do you do?
Rafi, my man, what's going on? You should have known I was going to show up for this.
I didn't know you was gonna show up for this. I didn't know you was hyped for this one. Okay, I don't want.
No. I'm not hyped for this one. I'm just hyped at how the PBC Witness Protection Program is still in full effect.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let Shelton tell me more about that in a second, but let me introduce in the AJ Spay. AJ Spay, how you doing, mate?
It was good, Rafi. How you doing, man? It was good, Shelton.
Yeah, man, it's good. Start at the beginning, says Big Boys Boxing. Hey, but sometimes the beginning, where you think is the beginning, is actually the middle, or it could be the end. You don't know. We only know these things in retrospect. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so Shelton
AJ,
Moore.
my man, what's happening, bro?
It was good, Shelton.
Yeah. So Shelton Moore. Talk to me. What's on your mind?
Well,
what's on your mind?
It's I'm not shocked, because if anyone thought that Al Heyman was going to allow Errol Spence to go right into a fight with Terrence Crawford after a 16, 17-month layoff, you were tripping. He has to see what this guy has left. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not shitting on you, Dennis Ugas. I think he's a good fighter. I think he's a B+, A- level fighter. He's not the fighter that Crawford is. That's why they worked their magic. Because we all know the WBA said there was no way Ugas was available. He was in a tournament. And if he didn't complete the tournament, he would be stripped. Did that not happen?
Yes.
That happened.
And now all of a sudden, well, it's okay. You can unify. Oh, and don't forget my man Stanionis decided he didn't want to be a champion anymore, so he'll just step aside.
Right.
We know there was money paid, but that's legal. There's nothing wrong with step aside money. If I can get 500,000, 300,000, whatever it is, for doing nothing, I'll take it too. Shit.
Yeah.
So it's just fun. And now they want to say how Earl is just doing what he said he was going to do and blase this and blase. Look, man, that's why I agree with Coach Malachi at New Media Today USA Boxing. Stop chasing this dude. Let that dude go on and fight who he gonna fight. You fight your number one, Virgil. If Josh Taylor wins, if Virgil wins, if he beats Avanesian, if he beats him, Josh Taylor has to fight Catterall. If he wins, your next fight should be your number one. Then you go fight Josh in Scotland. Those are two big bags. Virgil in Texas, Josh in Scotland. Those bags are huge.
Yep.
And, you know, if you can't get the Spence fight, move up to 54 and beat whoever wins between Charlo and Castano, because you'll beat both of them, in my opinion.
By the way, Sheldon, you didn't hear? You didn't hear? Virgil Ortiz is in talks for a fight early next year against Michael McKinson on DAZN.
Wait. What happened to the title eliminator for the WBC against Avanesian? Isn't that fight already signed, sealed, and delivered?
No, that's what I thought. I thought the same thing. I thought that fight was going to happen next, but I just saw on Twitter today. I forget who posted it, but I don't know if it was Rick or somebody else. But an insider posted that Virgil is in talks for Michael McKinson early next year. So I guess the Avanesian fight's not going to happen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Based on that, I mean, disappointing. That was a good fight too. I was looking forward to that fight.
Wow.
Of course, I was picking Virgil to win it, but you know, still, that would have been a good fight.
That would have been a great fight because we want to see Avanesian up against the top guy.
Yes, sir.
And Virgil Ortiz, one of the top guys.
Yep, he beat.
Wow.
He beat.
Thanks for the info, bro. Thank you. I didn't know.
No problem. Yeah.
I didn't know they was that shady, but I see the shady dealings in boxing are still going on. What do you think about that, Rafi?
It's terrible. It's terrible. I wanted to see Avanesian against the top guy, and Ortiz was perfect. Two guys on the rise, tough as nails, skillful. That would have been a slobber knocker.
Oh, that'd have been fireworks because they're both pressure fighters. So yeah,
that would have been smashing a sledgehammer against an anvil.
Would you guys have winning that fight anyway? I was picking Virgil.
I was picking Virgil.
Okay.
I
was picking Virgil because of the youth. Avanesian's 34, Virgil's 23, and Virgil is very strong, big welterweight. I had Virgil, maybe late stoppage.
Got you.
Yeah. Virgil late stoppage. Yeah, I like that. Points or late stoppage. Either way. But I still wouldn't rule out Avanesian.
No. He's been on a tear lately, so you know.
Yeah, he's a hell of a fighter, and I just
know
want
he
to
can
find
crack,
out.
Rafi. And we know Avanesian can crack.
He can crack. He can crack. I just want to find out. Finally see his level. I was hoping it was going to be against Ortiz, but apparently that is not clear.
But Michael McKinson, man, he's a he could be a spoiler, man. I caught some of his last fight with Chris Congo. Didn't see the whole thing yet, but I caught the highlights.
Yeah,
dude's a good boxer. He's a good boxer.
Yeah, he is. I think Ortiz takes him out though.
Yeah, yeah. But you know,
let me ask you guys a question. Seriously, do you guys agree with me that Bud should just stop chasing Errol because Errol don't want to fight?
Absolutely.
I was over at Iron Kong's channel on Saturday, and I said to him, "Listen, anybody thinking that Spence versus Crawford is going to happen probably believes in Father Christmas too. It ain't gonna happen.
No,
it ain't gonna happen.
I mean,
if Errol Spence, now listen, there's two reasons why it ain't gonna happen. There's two reasons. One, Al Heyman said to Spence, "We don't need this cat. We don't need this guy. Who needs that guy? He's in the Who Needs Him club." That's one. And two, Errol Spence agrees. If Errol Spence didn't agree with Al Heyman that we don't need that guy in our lives, he would have come out and said so. Errol Spence can come out at any time and say, "Listen, I want Errol." Errol Spence can say, "I want Bud Crawford next." He has never done so. AJbxng.
Yep, I agree. I mean, what Sheldon said earlier, I was thinking as well, but should just stop wasting his time and chasing after this dude. It's obvious to everybody with just, you know, a brain cell and common sense that, you know, Spence doesn't want this fight. He never did. So knowing that, you know, he should either fight Virgil, and if he can't get Virgil, target Josh. Either one. You know, just keep doing your thing.
100%.
I wanted to say to Rafi and the Tony from Rocky 2 voice, we don't need that kind of man in our life. Did you see
Nice.
what he just did to Porter?
Nice.
We don't need
Yeah.
that kind of man in our life.
100%.
Oh, he got shook. Oh, he got shook, man. Like, y'all see Spence leave after that happened? He made a beeline for the exits.
Yeah. Hey, it's like he just got up out of his seat like a robot, like a universal soldier, got up, took a left turn, got to the end of the aisle, took another left turn, and he was outie.
Gone. Done.
Ghost. Got in the Batmobile, got in the Spence mobile, and he was back on his farm within a matter of seconds. I hope he wasn't driving as reckless as he clearly wasn't driving too reckless that time because he made it home safe this time. But he was outie. He was out there.
It's just really sad. It's just really sad though, because I really sympathize with Bud. Like, he wants to unify really badly. He wants to fight the top guys, but these dudes, they just don't want no parts of him, man. And that's it's frustrating. It must be frustrating. I mean, if we're frustrated, just imagine how he must feel about it.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. But I've come to accept it. I come to accept it, and on Saturday I verbalized it. Ain't gonna happen. The only way it happens is if Spence loses, maybe, yeah. And then maybe you fight Crawford. But even then, he's still in the PBC. If he loses to anybody, he's gonna be losing to somebody still in the PBC. So then there's the rematch, and it's just gonna be a long thing. So I'm over it. I'm just totally over it. I'm not expecting to see it. I'm not expecting to hear it made. I'm just totally over it. And I think you have to some things you just have to accept. You know what I'm saying? Even though they may seem unacceptable. Shelton.
Well, I'm with you, brother. Bud is my favorite fighter fighting today, but I'm done with the Spence fight. I don't even care about it anymore. I'm gonna stop talking about it on panels. Anybody ask me about it on panel, I'm like, I don't want to talk about it. The fight ain't gonna happen. I'm done with it. It ain't gonna happen because this guy don't want to fight. He clearly doesn't want to fight. And it's him. I'm not gonna sit here and say, I'm not gonna cap. I'm not gonna sit here and say that top guys are afraid of top guys because I don't believe that. But I do believe that his handlers want nothing to do with Terrence Crawford. I do believe that.
That's the real boogeyman of 147 right there.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. They don't want nothing to do with Spence. It's very clear. It's very obvious. Ugas was in thought he was going to fight Spence. Then the WBA announced they were having a tournament so that Ugas would not be able to fight Spence immediately. And then I don't know. Somebody came out with a statement. Was it Mauricio Suleiman or the guy from the WBA came out with a statement saying no, there've been talks and it's A-OK now. It's going to be Spence versus Ugas. So obviously, there was some talk behind the scenes. Was there money exchange? Was there some brown paper envelopes bulging? That seems to be the case. There was some talking, and at the end of the talks, golden handshakes, one would presume. And now, money makes the world go round. Money solves problems. And now we have Spence versus Ugas. It's projected to happen early 2022. So, yeah, okay. So that's that. Why did I pin that? How did I accidentally pin that? Can I unpin it? Yeah, 2022. Yeah.
I got a question for you and AJ.
Okay.
What's up?
I want you guys to say this with me. Zerto is coming.
The Ice Age cometh.
You like Zerto?
I've been telling people about Zerto for the last year on YouTube. Zerto Ramirez is coming. Everybody at 75, watch out. He's coming.
It's coming.
Oh. You ain't picking him to beat Bivol now, are you?
Always have.
Really?
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
It's going down. It's going down live on the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. Come with it, Shelton. Come with it.
Go ahead.
Zerto Ramirez was the WBO 168-pound champion for 3 years. 16, 17, 15, 16, 17, I believe it was. Or 16, 17, 18. He was WBO 168-pound champion. I want you, Rafi, and you, AJ, to tell me, has anyone ever heard anyone at 68 or 75 call out Zerto Ramirez?
Nope.
I haven't.
So how can a guy be a champion, be 43-0 with 29 knockouts, and nobody's heard of him in the boxing world?
Bad promotion?
Yeah.
No.
I'm Rafi.
The fighters know. The fighters know who is who and who ain't who. Nobody call it. Is it not funny? I'm just gonna throw this out there. Now people can say I'm crazy, but is it not funny that Canelo ran up to 68 after Zerto left?
The boogeyman.
When did Zerto move up? When did he?
He moved up in 19 or 20. I think it was 19.
19. Okay, got it. Because I'm trying to think when Canelo had his first super middleweight fight. I remember he fought was a Rocky Fielding in late 2018. I think it was right after the Golovkin fight. That was his first fight in 168.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Zerto 175 now. Who does he pick off? Who does he pick off?
You think he beats? I mean, please don't say he beats Beterbievbrowne. I mean,
He beats them all.
You think he beats them all?
He beats them all. Now, the fight I want to see, Rafi, you might like this.
Okay.
The fight I want to see next, I want to see Zerto Ramirez versus Anthony Yard.
Well, Anthony Yard is looking at. Who's Anthony Yard looking at? He's looking at.
He's going to fight the winner of Joe Smith versus Callum Johnson. That's what. Yeah. That 4-man tournament. Yeah, it was Anthony Yard. The winner of Anthony Yard, Arthur 2 versus the winner of Johnson Smith.
Yeah. So I think that Yard's cool. You know, he's got a path. He's got a clear path. He's got a clear path to victory. So who's Zerto's promoter?
Golden Boy.
He's chasing Bivol right now. He's calling out Bivol. He can send Bivol contracts. He's chasing Bivol right now.
Well, that was an eliminator. He just won over the weekend with Gonzalez. So
exactly.
So now he should get the shot at Bivol.
Well, that's makeable because Golden Boy connected to the zone, connected to Matchroom. So that's very makeable. Makeable. So Shelton, you may get your wish. You might see him in a world championship fight imminently. Because I don't think Bivol's scared of any of them cats out there.
Nah. Bivol he'll fight anybody, I think.
He'll fight anybody. He ain't scared of no cats. He ain't scared of Zerto.
Well, we damn sure finna find out if he is or if he ain't.
You're right. We're gonna have to find out. We need Bivol's signature because you got me intrigued now. We need Bivol's signature on that contract. You want to see that fight, AJ Spike?
Hell yeah. Shit.
Hell yeah. Tone up in the building. Wizard Sleeves up in the building. Philip Carl Roberts up in the building as we move, as we proceed. Okay, let me look at the thumbnail. Let me see what direction we're going now. You know, this is unscripted. Rafi does it on the fly. We know the topics, but in which order do we do them? Okay, I see the next one. Okay. Beterbievbrowne versus Brown. That was a nasty cut.
Oh, what a fight that was, man.
Oh yeah. Let me say this now. Artur Beterbiev is a monster. He's a beast.
He is.
Nobody could withstand that man's pressure in the pocket, man. I don't think anybody can.
But watching the fight Saturday, the little subtle boxing skills that Zerto has with the power, with the chin, I think that's a hell of a fight.
Yeah, Biv's got a chance if he boxes Beterbiev, but trading with him in the pocket is not wise for anybody at 175.
No.
He'll break you to pieces if you do that.
Yeah. Even though he's 37, is he fading yet? He's 37. Man's 37.
He'll be 37 next month. Next January he turns 37. Yep.
I didn't see it.
No. Neither did I. And what's the last thing to go?
Power.
The reflexes. The reflexes are the first things to go. The reflexes.
I mean, he's got a real skill of cutting off that ring, though, man. I mean, he just has. He does. He's good at cornering you and not letting you get away. And if he catches you, man, you ain't, unless you was durable as strong as him, you ain't got no chance in the pocket with him.
No, I agree. You ain't got no chance with Beterbiev. He's 36 going on 37. You might have thought that he'd be fading by now, but it didn't look like that to me. AJbxng. Didn't look like that to me.
I didn't see that at all. Other than when he got cut, that just seemed to up. Because shout out to Lisa Bale, she pointed out something very observant. Because we was on a live watching it on Tony's Review. Shout out to Tony's Reviews. Yeah. Like and subscribe to his channel. We were watching it live, and she said that when Beterbiev got cut, that just upped his sense of urgency, and he really took the fight to Marcus after that. Yeah. Just broke him down. Then put him down, I think, in the 7th. And I'm surprised. And shout out and credit to Marcus Brump for showing a lot of hard determination. And there he tried. He did his best. But, it just wasn't enough. He just succumbed to Berbiev's strength and power, And because if that was me, I wouldn't have got up the first time. It's like, screw this.
Yeah, you ain't getting no bonus money for getting up.
Nah.
You're just getting more pain. That's the only thing that's guaranteed. More pain.
Marcus, he never took the best punch. He's not very durable anyway. So
yeah, but he lasted for a long time.
Yeah,
lasted for a long time.
Good fight though, man. To close another good fight to close out the year, I say.
Oh, so hell yeah. We're closing out the year strong in the boxing game. Strong. So what next for Beterbiev?
I'd like to see him. I'd like to see him unify if he could, because he's getting up there now. The time isn't on his side, so I'd like to see him in a unification fight next with somebody. I thought he was going to unify with Joe Smith earlier this year, but I guess Joe Smith went a different route.
Yeah,
don't know what that was all about. But yeah, because, it should have been easy to make because they're both on top rank. So I don't know why the fight fell through. So. But I'd like to see him in the unification next.
You know why the fight fell through?
Yeah, I know.
That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to age him out.
Yeah, they are. Just like they try to do to Bud at welterweight. I don't think it's going to matter though, because Bud takes care of himself. Honestly, I see Bud how what Nonito Donaire is doing at his age.
Yeah,
that could possibly be Bud
taking care of himself. In his
mid to late 30s, still be performing at peak in his prime. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I believe, fellas? I'll be honest. You know what I believe, fellas? I believe Bud got 4 more fights.
That's it.
Okay.
I believe it's Virgil. I believe it's Taylor. I believe it's possibly Spence. If not Spence, it's going to be Ennis. And then I believe he goes up to 54 and becomes undisputed up there, and that calls it a career. That's what I believe.
Because Bud, when he was on the Porterweight podcast, he said that there's 3 fights he wants. He said he wants Thurman. I don't know why. He chose him, but then he said he wants Spence and Ugas, and that's it.
Immediate future.
Probably just wants to beat the shit out of Thurman for talking so much shit. I don't blame him. So
yeah. Probably just wants to. Yeah, exactly. Put it on him.
Let me ask you guys about this. Here's my crazy brain working, right? Thurman beats Barrios. Is Thurman next for Spence?
Yes. Yeah, possibly. I can see that. That's possible. Yeah. If Thurman wins, then and if Spence wins, they'll probably match them together next for their next fight. Yeah, I can see that.
Horrible.
Definitely.
Horrible. But
and I thought, totally. And this is Spence, and that'll be funny because Spence said he wanted nothing to do with Thurman. Every time he asked Spence about Thurman, oh fuck Keith Thurman, he's a cornball.
Yeah. But it's entirely believable. Very unfortunate. Horrible. Utterly horrible. Okay. So we're moving at a rapid pace. What we're looking at next? What we're looking at next? Did anybody see Richards versus Gongora?
Bits and pieces.
Bits and pieces.
I heard he won, bro. I heard
Gongora won the
he
fight.
won.
Gongora won the fight, though, right?
Say that again.
Who won the fight? Gongora?
No, Gongora got beat, bro.
Richard won. Okay.
Yeah.
I was shocked. I thought Gongora was the real deal. I was shocked.
Yeah, he was the favorite. Everybody was picking him to win. But nah, hey man, he just the other dude edged it out by split decision.
Shelton was shocked. Shelton, talk to me. Talk to me. How could you doubt Richards? Come on, brother.
Well, you know how, and I'm gonna say this, and people may not like it, but it's the truth. You know how American fans are kind of biased.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And we've never seen a guy, never heard of a guy, and he's from the UK. He can't fight.
He ain't ish.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Richards proved us wrong, and Gongora had been pushed by PBC. He was the next guy up. Gongora's this killer, and he's an Olympian, and he's a skilled fighter, and he's been pushed by PBC. They gave him a couple cans to knock out, and they put him in there with Richards. And what happens sometimes is Richards didn't get the memo.
For real.
Yeah, I can't stand that, man. It's like me. I do my thorough research. Especially if it's a fighter I don't know, I do my research first. I do my homework. I watch his fights, look at his resume, then come to the conclusion on who I think will win. That's what I did with a lot of fights before. I did that with actually Campbell and Lomachenko because I didn't know much about Campbell beforehand. And when I did my research, I said he's good, but he won't be Loma. Loma's still too skilled, and Loma ended up pretty much outclassing him.
Yeah.
And beating him on points. Then same thing with Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez. Did my research on them. I said, Taylor will beat him, and that's what happened.
Oh, I watched them both. Coming up, and like I said earlier, I lost $350 on that fight because I had Ramirez pressure breaking Taylor. I thought Regis was going to break Taylor. I was wrong on both ends. I was wrong.
Regis put up a good fight though, man. It was close.
Yeah, but you know how we do, AJ. We don't give participation medals. You lost.
No. Yeah, he did. He lost the fight though. He lost.
He lost. That was a close fight.
I like to see them run that shit back. If I'm being honest, I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch.
Yeah,
and I think they will. And I think they will, but I think they'll do it at 47.
Yeah, well, let it happen.
But Regis is not small. I don't care what people say.
Regis is actually pretty old.
Regis is not
pretty old. He's actually pretty old. He's not old. He's older than I thought he was. He's like 32.
And Regis is not small like they say he is either. Regis is a big guy.
I think Regis carries a little bit of extra flesh, though. I think he's a natural down there. I don't think him moving up. I don't know about him moving up at all. For Regis, I really don't know.
You think he's too small, Rafi? You think he's too small?
It's smooth. He's smooth at the weight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Josh Taylor is fuller at the weight. I think that Regis is smooth at the weight. I think he could get more shredded down there. So I think moving up to 147 for 140, I don't know. I don't know if I like that for Regis. I think he's smooth at 140. So that means that, he still could gain more muscle and shed a little bit of fat.
Yeah, well, I will say this. Josh Taylor's a big boy.
He is.
Next to Crawford, he's
big. He's big. He should be able to move up to 147 with no problem.
No problem whatsoever. Yeah. I don't see no problem with Taylor moving up for 147. Regis, I don't think he's really that question mark. Yeah, there's a question mark there for me personally. There's a question mark there for me. I don't know if he's really. But anyway, let's have a look. Okay, so that's Beterbiev. Hopefully he can try and unify, but that don't seem like it's happening. Yard gets the winner of Joe Smith and Callum Johnson. So it appears. What else is there? What else we're looking at? We are looking at. Let me line this up. I don't even think. Do I even play the little clip? I think we can play the little clip. Let me go into let me see if I can find it right here. Hopefully I should. Oh, of course I can find it. I reposted it. It's on my page. Let's have a look. Where is it? It's right there. It's right there in front of my eyes. front of my very eyes. Let's blow this up. Let's share this. Let's share this. I think that most people may have seen this, and if not, you're gonna see it now. So where is it? There it is. Let's share this. Can you see this? Can you see that? What do I want to do here? Let me get it in its own little square, and let me blow it up. Let's enlarge this shiznix. Okay, see it there. It was
You had to do it. You had to do it, huh, Rafi?
Yeah. Boom. Boom.
Lights out.
Lights out. Good night, Vienna. And
that was just sudden, man. That came out of nowhere, man. Really, it did.
Did anybody watch that? Did anybody watch that fight? Because I sure the hell didn't.
Hell no. Hell no. You think Rafi's staying up at 5 a.m. in the morning? Huh? Ruined the whole of my Sunday. Feeling groggy? Hell no. I got to bed nice and early. I watched the DAZN card. Got to bed shortly. I think was it about just after midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Got to bed relatively early for a weekend. Got up nice and fresh. Hit the gym. I was in the gym by 9 a.m. in the morning.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? And if I stay up and mess up my body clock, that just ain't happening. So I decided some time ago, I think earlier on in the year, that I wasn't staying up for the American cards. I'll catch them in the morning. But this one, I didn't see this coming. I didn't see Tyrone Woodley getting flatlined, getting beat. Yeah, I predicted that for the first fight because people assumed that it's because Tyrone Woodley got some knockouts in the UFC that he's a boxer. He ain't no boxer. A puncher, yes, but just because you can punch don't mean you can box.
That's Deontay Wilder.
He can tell you. Malik Scott can tell you.
Well, for me, fellas,
I'll tell you who else can tell you. Mark Breland can tell you. How about that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But just for me, fellas, just for me. I looked at the replay and it felt a little WWE-ish to me. No?
You saying it was a fix?
I'm saying he put his chin out there and left it there for it to get smacked.
I don't know, man. I don't know with this stuff. I really don't anymore.
I got a view on that. Okay, let's do a little bit of an analysis. Let me check to see if people can see. Okay, you can see what you can see. So Woodley. Hold on. Let's bring that back a little bit. Okay. So the wind-up is there. Paul has dipped his left shoulder. His left foot is coming forward. It's obvious that he's coming over with the right. What kind of right, we don't know yet, but he's coming with the right. And what he did was he went round. It seemed like it was round by the ear. It was round by the ear. So it seems from that position. Tyrone Woodley dropped his left hand, got hit round the ear, and he was out like a candle in the wind. Now,
like a light.
Yeah. Now, there's some people saying that there's some conspiracy theorists roaming out there saying it was a fix. But I'm saying to you, if it was going to be a fix, if you were going to get taken out, then Malik Scott has already shown you the blueprint. This is not how you throw a fight. You don't throw a fight by getting knocked out and falling to the canvas face first. Feet off the canvas. That's not how you throw a fight. This is not.
That's not how you do it, Rafi. Rafi, that's not how you do it.
This ain't how you throw a fight. I don't know which textbook Tyrone Woodley was using if he were throwing the fight, but it's clearly not a good one. Clearly not a good one. This is not how you throw a fight.
I was just saying, like, just Yeah, the impact of the punch, like it's like, nah, you don't fake something like that. You know what I mean? And I think Tyrone has just too much dignity, you know,
Yeah.
to go out like that.
Way too much dignity to go out like that. That's not how you throw a fight to me. I mean, I've
Yeah.
discussed it in a chat group, and that's not how you do it. That's not how you do it. Pigeon, Uncle Phil, aka Pigeon, says, "I'm at the gym at the moment, 10 p.m. Which gym is that? Which gym is that, Pigeon? What are you doing? What are you working on? You working on your stamina or your strength? What's going on? What are we working on, Pigeon? Okay, so I don't know who's next. Who's next for Jake Paul? I mean, I didn't really talk about it. If you guys don't want to talk about it, I perfectly understand. But since we're here, who's next for Jake Paul?
I have no idea. I mean, I was disappointed when Tommy Fury dropped out because,
Yeah.
you know, this is, I mean, even though Tommy's a novice, we were going to actually see Jake to fight a real boxer
Yes.
for once. So, you know, hopefully he can still do that at some point. So we can
Yeah.
really see if he's the goods. Because I mean, yeah, he's knocking people out and he looks, I mean, but he's still not fighting real boxers. Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah.
Let's call a spade, you know? I'm not going to call him a real boxer until he beats one.
100.
Period.
I'll be honest with you, Rafi. I'll be honest with you. I don't know, and I don't care.
Yeah, I hear. Hey, I never talked about the fight. I never talked about this fight. But when I saw the knock, when I woke up and I saw the knockout, I saw, wow. Okay, wow, that was impressive. That was impressive. Was that an impressive knockout? Yeah or nay? Shelton Moore.
It was. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, it was.
It was. It was impressive. I was impressed. Were you not
Yeah,
impressed?
yeah, it was
Shelton
impressive.
Moore? Were you not impressed?
Yeah, it was an impressive knockout. It was an impressive knockout for the guy. You know, based on the guy he knocked out, so it was impressive. But,
It was.
I mean, come on, man. I mean, if you want to say that you're a professional fighter, then go find a guy that's 1-3 or 2-5, a professional fighter, active professional fighter, and fight him.
Yeah.
Let's see what you got.
You find some journeyman to take on or something, you know?
See what you got.
Yeah. Let's see what you got. I think he's got power. Is there any disputing that Jake Paul's got power? Anybody disputing that?
Oh no, based on what I saw, he's got power. He can punch.
I think he's got decent power. Yeah, I give him that.
Yeah. Yes. Jake Paul got power, and hey, just for the record, I got him beaten. Tommy Fury. How you like them apples? How you like them apples?
I was picking him to beat Tommy Fury as well.
Yeah.
Before the fight, yeah. I mean, let's just say he did that to Tommy Fury in there. Oh, then now we're talking.
Yeah. Yes. Shelton Moore. I got Jake Paul. I'm putting my money's on Jake Paul against Tommy Fury. How you like that?
It's not a bad bet. I mean, Tommy Fury, he's not that good. So, yeah, I can see that happen.
I can see that for real. Okay. It was a bit weird how he landed that telegraph shot. Maybe Woodley switched off for a second. That's all it takes. It was a bit weird. I acknowledge that. He did drop his hand, and it did look strange. But I don't think if you're throwing a fight, that's how you're gonna throw it. No way, no how, because that was looking like a power punch. And it landed sweetly. Uncle Burnt apostrophe up in the building. Oh, almost forgot. Yeah, I almost forgot. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, and hit that bell icon. Just stay updated with news and notifications. Okay, legit KO, says Uncle Burnt apostrophe. But what? Soft fix in terms of setting the table for such a result. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I completely understand what you're trying to say to me. It's like his left hand said, "You are on your own." His left hand. Okay, moved it out of the way. Dropped it. Most unfortunate. Okay, so as we proceed sweetly and swiftly, what we're looking at. Oh, okay. So it's the Joseph Parker versus Derek Chisora. Did we all see that fight?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course, we got to watch Del Boy, man. Del Boy's gonna bring the fight.
You gotta watch Del Boy. Gotta watch Del Boy. Talk to me, Shelton, more. Talk to me about Parker versus Chisora. Your expectations versus what you saw.
Oh, what I saw is exactly what I expected. I mean, Del Boy's gonna bring the fight. He's always gonna be competitive. Now we know most of the time he's not gonna win against the top guys, but he's gonna be competitive. He's gonna be entertaining. That's why he keeps getting these paydays, because he's entertaining.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think Del Boy's ever going to be in title contention again.
No.
I don't know if he ever really was, but he's never going to be in title contention again. And but he's a competitive guy. And if you want to see if your guy is at the elite level, you put him in against Del Boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he only loses to elite level guys. Am I right?
Yeah, in the main. So your views on Joseph Parker, Shelton Moore, staying with you for a moment. Your views on Joseph Parker and his new training arrangement with Andy Lee in association with Tyson Fury. It's a kind of Tyson. It's like an extension of the Tyson Fury camp. He says Tyson Fury is my brother.
Well, we looked at Parker looked good. I mean, he boxed well. Every time Chisora would dip to his right to get away from that
uppercut,
jab, he would get hit with the uppercut.
Yeah.
So he definitely watched tape on Chisora. He watched the previous fight. Definitely. He made the adjustment. He looked good. I mean, Joseph Parker is what Joseph Parker is. He was a champion at one time. He'll probably never be a champion again. But he's a good fighter.
Yep.
I say B+, A-. And we'll see where it goes from there. But he acquitted himself well, and he made some money. Del Boy made more.
Yep.
But it is what it is.
Yeah, well, Del Boy was the A side, wasn't he? He's the man bringing the crowd. He was the A side in a sense, commercially, in terms of commercial value. AJbxng, your expectations versus what you saw. Yeah.
Yeah, the fight pretty much exceeded my expectations. I thought the first fight was relatively boring, for the most part, not that exciting. But this rematch really, it was a lot better than the first fight in my eyes.
Yes.
I was really impressed with Derek's toughness. Sometimes I forget how tough he could be and how much heart he got, because he came close to getting stopped a few times.
Yeah.
In a fight by Parker, and he hung in there, man. He stuck. He did down his gum shield and he toughed it out. And I mean, it kind of got a little sad at the end, because I thought he was going to retire after this, because now he's coming off 3 straight losses.
Yes.
So because I don't think he's going to be in title contention. I mean, I'm just wondering, like, who else is he going to fight out there that's out there for him?
Yeah.
Who's he said he's coming back in the summer, but against who? Is it going to be a top guy like somebody else? I mean, because he's pretty much a journeyman already, more or less. So, but yeah, I just thought that I enjoyed the fight. Joseph Parker fought well. I kind of was annoyed by his finishing instinct, because when Derek would just walk to the corner, Joseph would he wouldn't do anything. He would just stand there staring at Derek. You know what I mean? It's like, dude would throw. You got him hurt. You know what I'm saying? Especially the first time. Finish him off. You know what I'm saying? But but what's next for Joseph Parker as well? Like, I think that what Eddie Hearn was talking about, fight had put him in an eliminator. That's cool, I guess. He said Philip Hergovic is in need of a partner. That's a good fight, I think, because Philip needs a big name to fight, and Joseph Parker would be a good test.
Yeah,
I believe so. That's what I think. That's pretty much my thoughts on it.
Yeah, 100%. Joseph Parker versus Philip Hergovic. And who do you think? Who do you like in that fight?
Oh man. Well, I'd say I probably edge Joseph, because he's just been in there with more top guys than Philip has. I mean, just based on resume alone, Joseph, based on that. So has only lost twice, hasn't stopped yet either. So I'll probably edge Joseph in the fight.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And in comes the man like the Iron Kong up in the building. How do you do?
Rafi, today's my birthday, man. 41 years old today, man.
Damn. Happy returns of the day. Another year older, another year wiser.
Happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday,
birthday.
sir.
Hey, thank you, man. 41 not out. You know what I mean?
Hey, AJ, nothing but a number, my brother.
AJ, nothing but a number, Iron Kong.
You damn right.
Iron Kong says, tell that to my niece.
I'll be honest. I was just gonna say I got bad knees, bro.
Tell that to my niece.
Oh man. What's up, man? Shelton and the other brother there with the Afro Samurai. I don't know your name, King. Sorry.
Yeah, that's Shelton Moore. Shelton Moore there.
Yeah.
How you doing, sir? How you doing? How's it going?
Yeah, all good, man. Y'all talking about the pack?
You call me AJ. Yeah.
Oh, AJ.
AJ
Yes,
and
sir.
Shelton Moore. Yeah.
Is that Femi or just AJ?
No. I get that a lot. No, just AJ.
Oh, you ain't Femi. Oh, okay.
No,
No,
I
he's
ain't
just a
Femi.
big AJ fan. That's all it is. So he
I'm
just
an
put it
AJ
in
fan
his-
too. I'm an AJ fan too, but yeah, just AJ.
Yeah, man, we're talking about. Yeah, we can start. You can go anywhere you want to go. We're talking about.
No, I mean Parker. I mean, I like the fight. You know, it's good to see Joseph Parker aggressive because one thing the guy is talented, but he just never seems to have an extra gear in him ever. Just like since the Joshua fight, when he allowed Joshua to turn the fight into a 12-round sparring match, and just cruise out the fight, didn't try to push the pace, nothing. It just always seems like he'll allow his opponent to dictate the pace to him.
Yeah.
And he'll just go with it. He didn't look good against Junior Fa. In this fight, he looked aggressive. I was surprised that he came in that heavy, but I guess I understand why, because he knew Derek would just come and he'll have to get him off him somehow.
Yes.
I was impressed with the fight. I like to see Joseph Parker aggressive and actually trying to punch with spite.
Yeah.
You know? In terms of Derek and his future, the problem is Derek is in a strange place. So Derek is not a gatekeeper where you could put your prospects in with him. He's not Kevin Johnson, right? You can't put your prospects in with Derek Chisora. He will beat your prospect, right?
Yeah.
He'll probably knock out your prospect. But he's also not, like, he probably not beat the maybe top 5 heavyweights, right? But you can't put your prospects in with Derek Chisora, so I don't know who he fights next. I don't know. Maybe Zhang. Maybe one of these people.
Who we talking about? Parker or Chisora? Oh, who Parker?
Okay, let me ask a question.
Chisora fight. Okay. Yeah.
Let me ask a question real quick to my man. Let's say we got a guy like Hrgović. They say Philip Hrgović is an up-and-comer, correct?
Yes.
Do we put him in with Del Boy?
Well, we're putting him in with Hrgović. They want him for Parker. They want him for Parker because that will be a final eliminator for the IBF.
Yeah, that's number 1 and number 2 in the IBF.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Hrgović.
I got Parker because Hrgović, you know, I like Hrgović, but Hrgović is slow as shit.
Yeah, I was going to say, in terms of Parker and Hrgović.
Yeah,
listen,
I got Parker. Hrgović is about as slow as Joe Joyce.
Hrgović going to have to show me. He going to have to beat Joseph Parker. I picked Joseph Parker in that fight. If he's aggressive like this, he's faster than Hrgović. But Hrgović going to have to show me. He going to have to just show me and prove me wrong. Because since I don't understand why all these people swerved Philip Hrgović, because to me, he's never looked impressive. Maybe it's his opponents because people don't want to fight him, but I don't understand why the entire IBF said no. Like everybody said no. Huey Fury, all these people. Charles Martin said no. Michael Hunter said no.
Oh man, I couldn't believe that shit. That was crazy when the whole IBF literally ducked Hrgović.
I don't understand why. I don't know why. He don't look like no killer to me.
Yeah.
But maybe they know something I don't, because in boxing circles, maybe his name is ringing bells. I don't know. He's gonna have to show me if he fights Joseph Parker. He's gonna have to prove me wrong. I picked Joseph Parker in that fight. Sorry.
Well,
I got him too as well.
Well, the link. Okay. Well, people are talking about that's good because the poll is up. And the poll reads, who wins, Hrgovic or Parker? Okay, so the poll is up. Everybody, you can do that. Take the poll. And as a matter of fact, while you're smashing buttons, don't forget about the like button. Don't forget about the subscribe button. Don't forget about the share button, and the super chat button is there. For those who have never done so before, break your virginity. Come on now. Come on now. Break your virginity. If you've never done it before, smack that super chat button if you're enjoying the fare that you're enjoying right here on Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. Okay, so the poll's there. Take the poll. Let's find out. Who do you think wins, Hrgovic or Parker? I must say, if you want my opinion, Parker looked very, very good. I got to give the man credit for his chin. He's got one hell of a chin, that boy. And got to give Chisora credit for his inside work. When you thought he was down and out, smack, smack, smack in the ribs, the liver, the kidney. Chisora was putting in work on the inside. AJbxng.
What's good? Sorry, what's up?
Yeah, Chisora was putting work in on the inside.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was, man. Yeah, man. That's yeah, I mean, it's like but what Con was saying, like, you know, you I mean, it's like Chisora, he's kind of at the level where you can't underestimate. He's not. He won't be top guys, but you can't underestimate him either. He could easily cause an upset, or just hit you with a good shot, especially, you know, with his body work. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. I'm just curious to see who he's going to fight next summer. You know.
Well, do you think he should? Do you think Chisora should stick in there, or there's talk that, you know, Chisora should maybe look to hang him up? He's been in the game for a long time. He's made a hell of a lot of money in this last quarter of his career. He don't seem worse for wear, but that's a lot of punishment. That's a lot of punishment he's been taking. He's been given a lot of punishment and taking a lot of punishment. Is it time to call it? Is it time to call it a day? He's made a lot of money.
I have the two answers. I say yes. I think he should call it a day, but if not, he should have one more fight to hang up the gloves.
Yeah.
Just one more at the most. And if he looks bad in that one, I mean, because it's going to look bad if he starts like getting slept and knocked out by people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That he would have beaten his prime, and I don't want to see that happen to him. I mean, it's happened too many times to a lot of boxers. I don't want to see that befall him.
Yeah, I can go back into my video archives, and around 2 years ago, I was calling for Chisora's retirement then. I thought he was finished then. He came back and proved me wrong. He's had some hella exciting fights. But I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta know when to turn the page. Sometimes you just gotta know when to turn the page. Shelton Moore. You gotta know when to turn the page sometimes.
I think Del Boy should get another payday against the lesser guy and hang it up. I don't see Chisora ever being in the title picture again. So he's, like you said, he's made a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
He's given us, I think, everything he can give us. So I think they should put him in with a guy, you know, top 15, top 20 guy.
Yeah.
Give him one more payday and go out with a victory and just hang it up, because he's 40 years old and these guys are getting younger and they're getting better. You got guys like Jared Anderson, like Sanchez. You're not going to be able to compete with these guys. And these are the next guys up. So, yeah, give him one more payday and let Chisora go on out, because he's big in the UK. They love Del Boy over there.
Yeah.
And I love him because he's a competitor. He'll fight anybody. So, and like AJ said, I don't want to see the man get hurt against one of these young bucks.
Yeah.
So let's send him out the right way.
I thought Chisora was done after the AJbxng fight in Monaco. Yeah, I think it was around that time I was saying, yo, hang him up, brother.
But anyway, gents, I appreciate you having me on. I'm going to jump off now.
AJbxng, much appreciation goes out to the AJbxng jumping on over here. AJ, appreciated, my friend.
Appreciate you, Rappy. Thank you for having me on. It's been a pleasure. Kang, start calling Shelton. Tell y'all take care.
Take it easy, brother.
Stay safe.
100%. That was the AJbxng. But Kang, you was talking about the Richards versus Gongora fight on Saturday. Did you see it?
Yeah, I did watch. let me just touch on the Derek retirement.
Yes.
You hearing me, Rafi?
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
Yes,
so
I hear you.
Derek is somebody who, the problem is, he'll look bad one time and then he'll hit a lick, then he'll beat a few guys, then he'll like it's excitement again, and then that'll spur him on more because he could always beat somebody. Like when he knocked out Carlos Takam. If he had lost against Carlos Takam, he might have retired. Because he knocked out Carlos, you know what I'm saying? It's like new life in his career again, right?
Yeah.
And that's always the problem with people like Derek. It's like there's always a chance that he'll hit a lick again. And, you know, people will want him again. But I don't want Derek Chisora reach to a point where he's being used as a body, right? Because his style sets him up for getting knocked out. Somebody like I mentioned, like Kevin Johnson. Kevin Johnson doesn't get knocked out like that, right? I think only a couple people knocked him out, like Joshua and somebody else maybe. But his style is very defensive. You know, he kind of boxes in a way where he doesn't get beat up badly like that. But not Derek. Derek only knows one way to box, and I would really prefer not to see Derek Chisora boxing in 2023. That's just my opinion. I would like to see him get a good send-off and be able to just live his life, do something. Derek Chisora could profit off of his legacy, profit off of his personality in the UK. Let's call it that. That's just my opinion. Lerone Richards and Gongora, it was a complete schooling by Lerone, but I know other people like are annoyed that Eddie Hearn said he needs to be more exciting. But Eddie Hearn understands that he sees what's happening with Andre and Devin Haney. You could be the cleanest boxer in the world, and you could be all of that.
Yeah.
But people will use the excuse that you don't really excite the fans. And if you watch the fight, the stadium was dead silent. The stadium was dead. There was never a time when Lerone landed a big shot and had him wobbly or nothing like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just the guy's a great boxer. But I agree with Eddie. He's gonna have to start to maybe put some power on his shots. Like at least with Andre. Andre has been stopping these dudes or knocking them clean out.
Yeah.
You know, but Lerone doesn't knock people out at all, and he doesn't get people in trouble like that. He just kinds of boxes and moves, and you know. But in time, maybe he'll grow into that. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. Maybe in time, maybe he will grow. And you know what? I think that's it. You know, I think we've talked about everything I wanted to talk about. Is there anything that you want to touch on, Shelton Moore?
But what was your opinion on the Lerone fight, though, Rafi?
My opinion on the Lerone fight, it was a workman's like effort. We talked about it earlier. It was a workman's like effort on the part of Richards. It wasn't scintillating, no. But remember the question, the big question we had was with Gongora being such an aggressive guy, would Richards be able to nullify him? And I think largely he fulfilled that. He fulfilled that obligation to somewhat nullify Gongora. So he did what he needed to do. Was it scintillating? No. Was it exciting? No. But he did what he needed to do. Going forward, you know, it's going to help. It's going to help his stock. It's going to help his cause to bring a little bit of what? Razzmatazz? Is that what he needs? A little bit of razzmatazz? I think that's what, you know.
I think when he touches, he needs to understand that. I mean, he's gonna have to start hurting people after a while. Like, you know, even if you're a clean boxer, you need to at least make the crowd say "ooh" every now and again. Like, the stadium was dead silent, Rafi. That's not great. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate boxing like that, but that's not something that Eddie Hearn can main event Lerone Richards against somebody. Nobody's gonna come to watch, and that's sad to say, but that's what it is. That's you know. I'd watch Lerone Richards, but he did keep Gongora's hands in his pockets. Gongora didn't know what to do.
Didn't know what to do.
Just kept his hands in his pockets.
Yeah. So he nullified, did what he needed to do, and he nullified the guy. Does he need to be more exciting? Hey, if he wants to be box office, he's gonna need to be more exciting. That's up to him. That's his move. That's his call. Does he do it or does he not do it? Why do I keep on pinning down messages by accident? I have to unpin that. Yeah, that's on him. He knows what he needs to do. If you can get by with basic good technique and winning fights, but if you want to be box office, you got to have something more. You got to be a little bit more dynamic. You got to give the crowd a little bit more of what they want, or you can just stay at a perfunctory level. It's up to Richards. It's his choice. How much does he want to make? A lot of money, or does he just want to make okay money? It's up to him. He's got to make that decision. It's on him.
Well, Rafi, before you go, before you go, just quickly, I saw some people. It's weird that some people were criticizing Dimitri Bivol as a boring fighter, but they were like, "But Lerone, it was a great fight to me." But I was like, Dimitri Bivol, I'd rather watch Dimitri Bivol than Lerone. I watch both, but some people are jumping all over Dimitri Bivol, but they love Lerone. But whatever.
No, yeah, I hear what you're saying. I wouldn't say that Richards was more exciting than Bivol. For me, no.
It's just interesting how people. I guess it's just who you like, but
yeah,
I agree with Eddie because Eddie sees what's happening with Devin Haney and these people, clean boxers who can't get opponent because you're boring. Well, that's just what it is. He wants people who he can fill up stadiums with, and Lerone can be the best boxer in the world. And Shelton will I'm sure agree. He could be the best boxer in the world, but unless the crowd has some attachment to you, they're not gonna buy into it, man. They're not gonna buy into it. It's just simple. It's simple equations. If you don't excite people, then it ain't gonna be good for you because it's also a popularity contest too. It's a popularity contest too. It's not just a skilled contest. It's a popularity contest. We gotta accept that. That's
That's not the age of TV, fellas. You got to have something that grabs the public's attention.
You got to have some. There's got to be some. What do you call it? Some sizzle in the steak. There's got to be some sizzle in the steak, man. Got to be some sizzle in the steak.
I'll give you a perfect example, fellas. Now, I don't think this guy is the most skilled welterweight in the world, but Conor Benn is getting a lot of buzz. Because of the shit.
He's got some sizzle in the steak.
Exactly, fellas. Exactly. Now, what do you guys think before we go? I know you're ready to go, Rafi.
Well,
what do you guys think about
I like to keep it nice and tight, action-packed. Every track remember back in the day when every track on the album was a hit?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm bringing it back.
So let's before we go, I want to get you guys' take on the supposed negotiations. For Conor Benn and AJbxng. I think the shit talking role will sell that fight. What do you guys think?
I love it. I want to see it here or in the US, anywhere. I would love that fight. AJbxng, he's got skills. What is he? A 4-weight world champion. So he's got the name recognition.
Yes, sir.
I want to see it. I want to see it. I love that fight. Iron Kong, talk to me.
Almost definitely, man. I mean, I'm hoping AB takes the opportunity. I heard Eddie say AB is talking about he wants to be 135, 140. Listen, AJbxng ain't making no 135. He barely making 140. Just sign the contract and let's get the Conor Benn fight on. If Shelton is right, just the back and forth nonsense between AB and Conor, who's always frustrated for some reason, what I mean, will be crazy. I'm hoping AB takes up Eddie and his offer. He needs to fight, man. He's a young man. I thought AB was older than that. He's just in his early 30s. I thought he was older.
Man lives
he's like 32, right? 32 years old?
Yeah, young dude.
Yeah, he lives a crazy life. He lives a crazy life. Going in bars, feeling up women's asses, getting charged by judges $600,000 for squeezing a woman's ass, that must be like 300,000 per cheek.
Oh Lord.
That must be 300,000 per cheek.
You are the man, bro. You are the man for that one.
Damn. 300,000. Lord, don't get me started on that. Don't get me started on somebody who's dumb enough to put himself in that position. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I think we've done it, by Jove. I think we've done it. Let me shout out to AJbxng leading the way. Coming up with that super chat. We call it sponsorship money over here. AJbxng becomes the sponsor of this particular show, and it's much appreciated. Follow his example, people. Leading the way. Follow his example. But Shelton Moore, much appreciation for you taking time out of your day to come and chop it up with us here at the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. Do you have any final word? Can we have your final word, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, brother. Always a pleasure to speak to great boxing minds. And everyone, if you get a chance, tune in to New Media Today, USA Boxing, Coach Malachi. Great show. Great panel, just like Raphael Dawkins. Great content. And, I'll be back, brother. Thank you for having me.
Hey, always a pleasure. And that was the Shelton Moore. Much appreciated, Shelton. And the Iron Kong. Much appreciation for you taking out time out of your day to come and chop it up with us over here at the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. Iron Kong has his own channel. Be sure to check him out. Iron Kong, your final word, sir.
Yeah,
happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Hey, Rafi, thank you, man. I appreciate that, my brother. 41 years old, 41 years young today, 41 rotations around the sun. Yeah. You know what I mean? Look here. I realize Tyson Fury is trying to underprice himself out the fight. He's trying to use money as an issue why he won't fight Dillian White. I want y'all to remember Anthony Joshua has never tried to shortchange nobody. None of his mandatories, everybody got their fair share. But people giving Tyson Fury a pass for this nonsense. They're talking about, maybe he'll just defend his Ring Magazine belt and his imaginary lineal belt. What is this foolishness? How is it Tyson Fury is held to a different standard than everybody else? Anthony Joshua never did this to nobody else. But people back up Tyson Fury. Hey, peace to you, Rafi. I see you another time, man. Deuces.
100%. That was the Iron Kong taking time out of his day to come and chop it up with us over here at the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. And much appreciation to AJbxng, Shelton Moore. Always a more. Nevertheless, there you go. Okay, let's have a look at these. Kept it nice and tight, just like back in the day when you bought the album on vinyl and every track was a hit. That's why I like to keep it nice and tight and polite. Okay, but let's get through some of these comments before we shut this thing down. Let's get into some of these comments. Angora, thoroughly exposed as a front runner, bully type. Fair play to Richards. Fair play indeed. Richards did a good job. Kept it long for the most part. It wasn't easy, but he overcame. Showed his quality. But does he need a little bit of razzmatazz? Does he need a little bit of sizzle on the steak? Hey, you be the judge. Almost forgot about the poll. The poll is up. Hold on, let me check a couple more of these comments. You can be a great boxer, but if you don't take risks and throw, your stock earning potential won't get better. Indeed, 100. Let me have a look at the poll and let's announce it and then close it down. Okay, so the question was, who wins? And the response was Hrgovic, 29%, and Parker, 71%. So Parker, the overwhelming favorite to win in a fight, in a confrontation with Philippe Hergovic. Matter of fact, let me add up these numbers, see if it comes up to 100%, which I highly doubt. Okay, so 28 or 71 plus 28. So that's that, 70, 99. YouTube keeping it 1% for themselves. OMG. Okay. Typical. They always want to pocket a little bit. Okay. So what we got here? I prefer boring if technical, but Klitschko's took it too far. That's funny. Let's have a look. Fans want blood, guts, and knockouts. It is sad that boxers' health and longevity of a career seem to matter not, indeed. That's why I'd prefer if Chisora walked away now. It ain't for lack of money, but I think he just loves fighting. I hope he don't take it too far. Danny Williams is a case in point. Danny Williams still fighting today. He doesn't get a license from the British Boxing Board of Control, so he goes elsewhere. And it's a very sad story, but Danny Williams still fighting today. OMG, it's bad. Ah, dear, bad. Okay. I love the seek and destroy style of Hagler. Case in point, Chisora. HMV import. We're talking about the 12-inch vinyl. OMG. There's what we got here. Big George is my all-time favorite, says Philip Roberts. There is something more exciting about knowing that any punch could end the fight instantly. 100%. 100%. Okay. So, great live stream, says Lisa Bales. Happy birthday to the Iron Kong. The Paul Raffy, yes indeed. I just remembered just in time. Thanks for the reminder, nonetheless. Okay, so you got here. I remember when Chisora beat Danny Williams. Damn, and Danny Williams is still going on. 1% tax for the YouTube. 1% tax for the YouTube. Okay, folks. So we did it. We done it. Kept it nice and sweet and tight. Thanks to everybody for taking time out of their day to come and spend it with us over here at the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. You got the like button, the subscribe button, the share button, all the good buttons at your disposal. Once again, thanks for everybody for coming out. It's the Raphael Dawkins, the Combat Radio. It's the like, it's the subscribe, it's the comments, it's the shares, and it's the hitting the bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. And don't forget about the live show. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. It's Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. And we're out. Blessed.